For a music nerd like myself, standing where your heroes stood is a pilgrimage. This is my journey through London, hitting the legendary spots where iconic album covers came to life, from Abbey Road to Ziggy Stardust. From the chaos of the world's most famous crosswalk to the quiet alley where Bowie became Ziggy. Check out these famous album covers in real life, London edition. We're hopping on the underground to check out the sights of London. This episode is not intended to be the definitive guide to every album cover ever photographed in the UK capital. These stops are more like side quests on a family vacation, if I'm honest. That said, the locations I'm going to show you should be instantly recognizable to any serious music fan. Let's kick things off in the Soho area of London, an easy tube ride from pretty much anywhere in the city. First up, one of my all-time favorites, David Bowie's The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. The cover artwork is one of the most famous in rock history. It shows Bowie dressed as Ziggy standing in a gritty, dimly lit alley, perfectly matching the album's narrative. The photo was originally shot in black and white and later colorized by artist Terry Pastor, who added the distinctive yellow and green hues. It was taken outside of 23 Heddon Street in January 1972, just off Regent Street. The location was pretty easy for me to find, though the street looks much different today. Back in '72, Bowie stood under a sign that read K West, which was the name of a furrier. That sign is long gone, and the light he stood by may be gone too. It's hard to tell. The patios on both sides of the doorway make recreating the exact angle tricky. But the building in the background is unmistakable. It's the same one from the cover. And if you have any doubt, there's a plaque here now acknowledging the site's historical significance. I gotta say, I stood there for about 10 minutes just taking it all in. Then my daughter and I took turns snapping photos of each other in the exact spot where Bowie once stood. It was super cool to finally see this location in person.
I gotta say, that was worth the airfare to London alone. Super cool, super music geek moment, but I loved it.
Before we move on to more famous album artwork, I wanted to stop by a place not featured on a cover, but legendary in its own right. The former Trident Studios, tucked away very close by at 17 St. Anne's Court. We saw where Ziggy Stardust stood, but this is where he came to life. It was here where Bowie recorded Hunky Dory, Aladdin Sane, and yes, Ziggy Stardust. But he wasn't the only one who made music history in this former studio. Queen, Elton John, the Beatles, Black Sabbath, and Genesis all recorded at Trident Studios. Standing outside, you have to pause for a moment to appreciate all the creative energy that once flowed through these walls. There's no flashy marker, just a modest plaque acknowledging this building's legacy. It's a powerful reminder that some of the most influential music of the 20th century was created in places that look pretty ordinary from the outside.
Channel 33, RPM.
Next up, we're headed to Berwick Street, still in the Soho area of London, for the cover of Oasis says, "What's the story, Morning Glory?" I keep wanting to say Berwick Street because that is how it's spelled, but after I did my last video, many of you told me the correct pronunciation is Berwick Street. Berwick, not Berwick, so there you go. This one isn't flashy. It's an instantly recognizable, everyday moment capturing the gritty vibe of a London street scene. The photo shows two men passing each other flanked by these buildings. The two men were not band members. One was Brian Cannon, the cover designer, and the other was DJ Sean Rowley. The Oasis Street was apparently chosen because it was known for its record shops. I talk about a couple of those, Sister Ray and Reckless Records, in my recent video about record shopping in London. If you missed it, check it out for another London deep dive. Today, the street has changed a bit. Some shops are gone. It doesn't look quite as gritty, but you can still find some cool record shops on the street, and it generally looks the same. The album cover image was taken right around here. If you're gonna pose on the street, remember to watch out for traffic.
Find the gap between the train and the platform.
Next up, we're headed to one of the most recognizable music landmarks in the world, Abbey Road. To get there, we hopped on the London Underground to St. John's Wood Station. It was a pretty quick and easy trip. Apparently, it's a 6-minute walk from here, something like that. Let's find out.
Of course, the Beatles Abbey Road cover needs no introduction. Shot in 1969, it shows John, Paul, George, and Ringo walking across the zebra crossing outside the studios. It's one of the most imitated images in history.
So I think we made it to Abbey Road. You can tell by the crowds. Check this out. These people are waiting to cross. And that's the famous intersection. And at the back is Abbey Road Studio.
When I arrived, the scene was exactly what you'd expect. Tourists everywhere lining up to recreate the photo. It's a bit chaotic, even in the off-season, with traffic trying to get through, a lot of honking, and people darting across the street, but that's all part of the experience. And I'm pretty sure I accidentally photobombed a picture or two. Sorry about that.
Oh jeez. Try again, Dad!
If I lived here, I would totally avoid driving here because there's so much stopping and starting, and this guy in a scooter came by and started swearing at me in German because we stopped, but whatever. Anyway, it is midday, like lunchtime on Friday, and this is a gong show right now. And this is late October, so I can't imagine this is like at prime tourist season, but anyway, super cool.
Just down from the crosswalk is Abbey Road Studios. Open since the 1930s, it's still an active studio and not accessible to the public. All that creativity goes on behind this fence. Just beyond the studio is the Abbey Road Gift Shop, which opened up in 2012. It's packed with Beatles merchandise as well as products from other bands who've recorded at the studio. I'm going to do a follow-up video talking more in depth about the shop and our experience at Abbey Road. Stay tuned for that. Overall, this is a very cool experience. Of course, we did take pictures of ourselves in the crosswalk. We had to take turns taking pics, but here I am with the kids. Sherry took this shot.
Channel 33, RPM.
I want to quickly mention the cover of Pink Floyd's Animals. The cover of the 1977 album features the Battersea power station with a giant inflatable pig floating between those chimneys. We did not make it out there this time, but the building is still around, as you can see, and apparently it's been converted to condos and a mall and shopping or something like that. It may be worth checking out if you're in the area.
All right, 33ers, if you dug this episode, check out my video about record shopping in London. I know you will like that one as well. I'll see you there in a moment. Until then, keep on spinning.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.